Craig France befriended teenagers at clubs in Peterborough and enticed them to his home. Police fear the lorry driver's victims may span the country. Everyone who met Craig France described him as a nice, friendly young man. Each weekend, at bars and nightclubs in Peterborough, he was popular and surrounded by friends. When the night ended, he would invite everyone back to his house to continue the party. In March, France, 34, a lorry driver, pleaded guilty to 1 count of rape, along with several counts of sexual assault, voyeurism, and exposure. He was sentenced to 10 years and 7 months in jail for offences committed between 2022 and 2023. Authorities are concerned there may be many more victims in Peterborough and beyond. France typically targeted a specific demographic: teenage girls around 18. Often petite and newly exploring clubbing and drinking culture. Police discovered cameras placed around his home and garden, including a GoPro on it. They found footage of France dragging an unconscious teenager out of his hot tub and across the concrete path by her legs before raping her. "You look so beautiful," he said, as he pulled her body along the ground. After his arrest in September, detectives uncovered over 6,000 graphic sexual videos and photographs of women on his mobile phone and other digital devices, all recorded in his home in Cambridgeshire between 2022 and 2024. Detective Chief Inspector Helen Tebbit, who led the investigation for Cambridgeshire Police, said, "I've been in the police for nearly 20 years and worked as a detective in vulnerability crime for over 10 years. In that time, this stands out as a unique and horrific case. I don't think I'll ever see anything quite like it again." France was not an obvious perpetrator. He was soft-spoken and made an effort to appear kind and non-threatening. He groomed teenagers in clubs and bars in Peterborough, acting like a friend and building their trust. France, who looks young for his age, offered them advice about relationships and friendship troubles, all while supplying them with large quantities of alcohol. "Of every person we've spoken to, nobody said that Craig France was a horrible person," Tebbit said. She has no recollection of the rest of that night, except for being in his hot tub, struggling to look at her phone, but unable to discern what was happening. She suspects the sambuca was spiked. The next morning, she woke up to a horrifying scene, in which she was naked in France's bed, something she usually would never do in front of anyone. She saw him in the bathroom, washing blood off himself. Abby realized she had been raped, but felt too afraid to speak up, thinking nobody would believe her. "I panicked and pretended to be asleep," she said. Later, France drove her home. "I thought about it every single day. You start to feel really guilty, because by not saying anything, you feel like you're part of the problem." Over the following days, Abby texted